Yo, it's RT and welcome back to another episode of VG Wars, basically a series where I take two games that are from the same genre or that fall in the same series and I compare them and contrast them, and at the end I figure out which one is in my opinion better and which one is factually better. This episode will be Sonic Adventure versus Sonic Adventure 2. So this was highly requested, so I'm really happy to get in this. But before we get into it, remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and tell me if you want more episodes of VG Wars, and tell me what games you want me to do. I may not have the game that you want me to do, but if I do, I will definitely deliver. So let's get straight into this. So let's get into Sonic Adventure 2. So I didn't necessarily grow up with this game, so that won't play a factor in the end result, but I did play it and I really enjoyed the game, and it's a really good game. You know, I almost perfected the momentum style gameplay. You know, they tried to bring in, you know, the classic Sonic, but like they make it modern. Technically, that's technically what they're trying to go for with this game, and they did not disappoint. They really brought it to the table. This game obviously didn't age too well, but gameplay wise, this game is still really enjoyable. So I really like it. We're just gonna play the first stage. We're not gonna do anything too out of the ordinary here. We're just gonna play the first stage. We're gonna play the first stage in Sonic Adventure 2 too. So let's just play this stage. I am not the greatest at this game, so do not get on me for like not playing well or anything. But I really do like this game. I don't have too much experience with this game, not like Generations or anything like that. But you know, I still do enjoy the game. So let's talk about this game. So the momentum, this is momentum style gameplay. It's 3D, the first 3D Sonic game in like the series, the main series, which is really good. This is a really good start off to the main 3D series Sonic games. Oh, okay, this is the ground. All right. So yeah, this game obviously, as I said, didn't really age well, but as there was a glitch right there, but it's still a good game. Glitches are in every game. This is an old game, so it kind of gets an exception, but yeah. But let's stop. Okay, let's go. I am not that good at this game. I'm sorry, but yeah, let's talk about this game. This game has a really good story. The story's nice and simple, not too complicated or anything like that. It's a really nice story. This game does have its flaws though, that like, and it doesn't have like flaws having to do with like how old the game is. It just has flaws with like the actual gameplay, you know. Like, let's talk about the Big style gameplay. Big's gameplay is really, you know, pointless. Big, you don't have to use Big. Like the game could have been the same without Big, basically. That's what I'm saying. No disrespect to Big and you Big fans, but Big's gameplay style in this game was really unnecessary. They didn't have to add Big, but yeah, as I said, Big's gameplay style kind of unnecessary to add in the game, but it was cool because they were experimenting. It's really out of the ordinary. It's not like the regular gameplay, like running game. But all right, let's go in here. Yeah, but this game has, you know, Tails gameplay style, so that's what I like about the game. The game has different perspectives in everybody's stories. So you have Sonic's perspective of the story, you have Tails' perspective. They just have different perspectives of each story, and it's cool how you can see what other characters, you know, how other characters handle situations like what Sonic is going through. It's not just Sonic, you know. So I like that. It's really creative. You know, what? Okay, I was about to say what was happening, but yeah, it's really creative that they did that. But yeah, the game is a really good game. Honestly, I would go back and play this. But we're getting up to the end of the stage, about right here. So let's go and complete this stage, and then we will get into our final thoughts about the game. So this is one of those games where it's kind of weird because we can't really judge the game off its graphics, because you know it's an old game. So like you can't really judge the game off its graphics. But we can say this game has a nice, decent moveset. The spin dash is pretty fast. The game is actually pretty fast itself. The momentum works pretty decent in this game. It's not clunky or anything like that. It could be clunky at points, but for the most part, the game isn't clunky. And the game is just a really well made game. Dude, let's talk about some positives and negatives of Sonic Adventure 2. So let's get into some positives. Positives is that this game is the story is really good. I'll go back to it. It has good replay value, and the moveset is pretty good. Sonic's moveset is pretty good. Sonic is nice and, you know, loose. He isn't like he isn't really like, you know, stiff like in the modern games. He has a large range of movement, and that's really good. Another thing is that that there's different story perspectives. You can see Tails' perspective of the story. You can see Big's perspective of the story. You can see Amy's perspective of the story. It's not just Sonic like the recent Sonic games have been. So yeah, that's another good thing. And also the music in this game is really good. Don't sleep on the music. I don't think this music in this game gets slept on. I think it gets the credit it deserves. So yeah, everybody knows the music in this game is really good. Also, the ranking system is nice and like difficult to like get good ranks. It's not easy to get good ranks in this game. You have to. It's not really based on your time too much. Time does play a factor, but it's more based on your score than time. So you have to really focus on your score than like focusing on trying to get to a stage or to the end of the stage as quickly as possible, just to, you know, expand, you know, the adventure feeling in this game. That's why, you know, this game is really good, because the levels, they really, you know, they really force, not really force, but they, you know, they kind of promote like exploration in a sense. You know, that's why they don't really focus on time when it comes to ranking, but time does definitely play a factor. So yeah, the ranking system is nice and it fits with the game. Now we can get into some negatives, bro. So the game is really glitchy. There's a lot of glitches. You know, you saw me, I glitched to the ground, and that does have to do with it being an old game. But both games that we're about to do are old games, so that does play a factor. Also, the game hasn't really aged too well, and that's another factor where like it's not our fault. You know, the game was made back then, but it's still kind of a negative. You know, we could easily that's like a half negative, because like, you know, it's not really too much of a big deal about the graphics not being too up to date, because, you know, it was an old game. Of course the graphics weren't going to be as good as they are, you know, today. Also, the commentary and the music are like way too loud in this game. They needed to turn that down. Like every time you would hear them talk, they would blast your ears open, bro. Like when you open the game, your ears are blasted. Like they and also Big Story is really unnecessary. It really did not need to be in the game. That just makes the game longer for no reason, you know. So Big Story, it's really unnecessary. The game could have been the same if Big wasn't in the game. I just feel like Big was there just to, you know, I mean, I guess they were trying to kind of experiment and try to get as many characters in this game as they possibly could, but I don't think Big was the most ideal choice out of all of them. So Big being in this game definitely is a flaw, because I don't think Big really needs to be in this game. If Big was in the game, once again, the game would have been different. But those were the positives and negatives of Sonic Adventure. So now it's time to get to Sonic Adventure 2. Now we have Sonic Adventure 2. Once again, not really a game I grew up with, but it's still definitely a top 5 Sonic game. So let's get straight into this game, and we're gonna compare this to Sonic Adventure 1, bro. So we're just gonna play City Escape. You know, nothing too major. We're just gonna go City Escape. We're gonna play this. So this game plays almost the same way as Sonic Adventure 1. The ranking system is harder. I'm pretty sure the ranking system is harder in this game. You need to do way more in this game to get a better ranking than what you have to do in Sonic Adventure 1. But this game, soundtrack is amazing. The soundtrack, in my opinion, is way better than Sonic Adventure 1. Once again, great game. A really good game. It's plays, like I said, the exact same as, not the exact same, but you know, pretty much the same as Sonic Adventure 1. There are more moves like the bounce and stuff that you can like, or like the fire thing right here, or the bounce, like that stuff. It's a really big improvement. They kind of really introduced grinding in Sonic games with this game. Now grinding is a big part of Sonic, so this game was kind of revolutionary to the Sonic series. I'm trying to get the best score I can here, so I'm trying to, you know, trying to get as many points as possible, because you know, this, as I said, was Sonic Adventure 1. Sonic Adventure 2 is definitely really heavily based off get how many points you get again. Yep. I didn't get anything. Let me get this. Alright, got it. So I should get a nice little boost for that. I should get a nice little boost for that. And once again, like I said about the exploration in Sonic Adventure games, there's a lot of exploration in this game too. Like there's a lot of secrets and stuff everywhere, so that's a nice little addition to the game. You know, because the Sonic Adventure, it really lives up to the name. It's an adventure at the gun truck. So yeah, let's talk about this game, bro. For the end of the stage, stage's music is amazing. No, I don't gotta say anything, bro. Stage music is amazing. The game itself is amazing. It's not like Sonic Adventure 1 where it has like pointless gameplay styles. Like there's Beat the Cat, right? As I was about to say, but yeah, like Sonic Adventure 1 has Beat the Cat. There's not really any pointless gameplay styles in this game. You know, everything here seems like it matters. Like Sonic, the whole story, whole Team Dark, the whole Team Dark, whole team, you know, Light thing is really good. The ranking systems, the ranking system's hard. You need to like get a lot of rings, and you gotta get a high score and stuff like that to get a good ranking. As you can see, the Knuckle stages are nice. I like the Knuckle stages. The music is really good for them. Tail stages are really good. Maybe it would have been maybe a little bit better if he wasn't in a mech suit, but you know, it's not the worst thing ever that he's in a mech suit. It's honestly actually a pretty cool addition. And yeah, this game overall is just really good. So let's get into some positives and negatives of Sonic Adventure 2. So let's get into some positives. So as I said, the gameplay is good. It feels real nice. Sonic isn't stiff. He has a large range of movement. The music in this game is really good. The level design is really good. It's really hard to get good rankings. It is really venture based, so the exploration value in this game is really high. So it's not all about getting to the goal as fast as you can, like I said with Sonic Adventure 1. These games are really similar. Another good thing about the game is that all the gameplay styles matter. There's nothing too much that doesn't really matter. You know, if anything, the Knuckle stages don't really matter, and they kind of do, because you know, you have to get the emeralds back together. So every gameplay style, in my opinion, really matters to this game. There's nothing that's really unnecessary that if it wasn't in the game would have been the same. Also, the story in this game is really simple. There's nothing too over the top. They did introduce Shadow in this game, and Shadow has been one of the greatest characters in the Sonic series, so they really did well introducing Shadow into the Sonic series, which is a really good thing. Now let's get into some negatives of the game. The negatives of the game. So, you know, as I said, graphics didn't really age well, but you can't really get on them for that, so that's just a minor, you know, flaw with the game. The game is glitchy, not as glitchy, but it still is glitchy. Other than that, there's not really many flaws with this game. There are super minor flaws with this game, definitely, but nothing that really stands out, you know, too much. So Sonic Adventure 1 versus Sonic Adventure 2. So Sonic Adventure 2 was obviously a big, huge upgrade from Sonic Adventure 1. So Sonic Adventure 2 is obviously, you know, the better game factually. You know, it has the graphics are just a little bit better. You know, they're a little bit better. The gameplay is a little bit better. The story is better. You know, everything, the gameplay, all of it seems like it matters. Not unlike Sonic Adventure 1. where the gameplay, there's some pointless gameplay styles that could have not been there and the game would have been the same. You know, there's a lot of like some minor improvements, like the volume and stuff in this game is better. You know, the cutscenes and stuff, all that is better. You know, the music is a lot, not a lot better. I wouldn't say a lot better, but it's definitely better in this game than it is in Sonic Adventure 1. So yes, Sonic Adventure 2 factually is the better game, but now time to get to my opinion. I think in my opinion Sonic Adventure 2 also is the better game, just because it's, for me, is more fun. You know, the story's a little bit better to get through. You don't gotta fish, you know, you don't gotta do all that other stuff. You know, it's a really fun game. It's just a really good experience as you play this game. That was Sonic Adventure 1 versus Sonic Adventure 2. If you guys enjoyed this episode of VG Warriors, remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, tell me if you want more of these. Look in the description for all my links and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see y'all in the next one, bro.